George Payne. Today in our tribute spot, we pay homage to a man who has been honoured by Tamworth in 1985 in the Hands of Fame for his contribution to country music. He's a Sydney man who brought the art of Swiss yodeling to Australian country music during the mid-50s. The country music spotlight now shines on Mr. George Payne. Welcome, George. It's good to have you with us.
Hello, Frank. It's good to be here.
You're my hero, you know. You go back a long way together, don't we?
Well, you're my hero today, so that's good.
Listen, you come from a musical family, don't you?
I do, yes. My dad was a very fine steel guitar player.
Ah.
And from his beginning there, actually, Mum owned the guitar first. And she never did play it. She carried it around. It's a funny little story. She carried it around to impress Dad when they were courting. She could never play it. He finished up playing it, and then I started on steel guitar.
And you had brothers too that were...
Yes, I've got two brothers now, a fine guitarist, and I've got many cousins, and they're all good singers.
Gosh, it really does run through the family, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Let's go back to where you first got your break. Where did it first happen for you?
Well, the first taste of it away from home, of course, was the Australia's Amateur Hour.
Oh, yes.
And I was about 14 then. Yeah. And Mum and Dad thought it might be a good idea, of course they always thought I was pretty good, if I went on the Amateur Hour, and I did that.
And did you win?
I did, yes.
Ah, great.
And it was a great feeling. But later on, a young brother was playing spoons, and he was a pretty cute little fella, all curls, and I rather thought people were looking more at him than me. Then the second time we went back together,
yes.
And we won it again.
Again? Gee, I never even won it once.
There you go.
And then you went over to 2SM, wasn't it? That's where you were discovered for making records or something, wasn't it?
They started, Tim McNamara actually started around that time in the 50s.
And you got onto record via that, did you?
What happened was I didn't win the competition. That year, I think Reg Lindsay won it that year. And I went away to EMI, which was a bit funny because I always wanted to record for EMI. I somehow thought they were a bigger label, you know, and all that.
Yeah.
And so I went down there and they said, we're full up for hillbillies. And that offended me, so, so away I went. I let it go another 6 months, and I rang Rodeo. And I said, look, very timid about it, I'm the fellow that they told me I ran second on the competition. I wondered if I had a chance, you know, and the fellow said, where have you been? We've been looking for you.
Oh, that's marvellous, isn't it?
Yes. So they set me off straight away to do a session, and I came out, I think originally my first one was one that you had really big success with, the Lovesick Blues.
Oh, yes, yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And that was my first, with the Hank Snow song on the other side. Little Band of Gold.
Well, it was funny in those days, if you remember, we used to sort of pop into radio programs in the early hours of the morning, and you'd pop in there with a guitar and they'd stick it, you know, and they'd say, right, get up and sing, you know, and you had to sing at early hours of the morning. But we always managed to do it. And I'm going to put you on the spot because I want you to go to right now.
You do?
Yeah, and I want you to do a song that actually is featured on a new album that's out at the moment.
I know the one you mean. It's on the triple CD.
That's the one.
My sweetheart is beautiful and she is fair. She lives in the mountains way over there. When shadows fall, she listens with joy to the song of her yodeling boy. When shadows fall, you'll hear me call. She listens with joy to her yodeling boy. away to the mountains once more. My voice loud and clear, she's longing to hear the song of her yodeling boy. Oh, le, dee, oh, dee, oh, ah, le, oh, dee, le, lo, doo, oh, le, dee, oh, dee, oh, ah, le, oh, dee. When shadows fall, you'll hear me call. Oh, she listened with joy to her yodeling boy. Oh,
Hey, that was great, George.
Thanks, Frank.
It's been a lot of fun having you on the show.
It's been a great privilege being here.
Here with